Hello everybody and welcome to GameSushi. We're picking up where we left off last time. And our mission is to go to the Ocean House Hotel, though we have to take the sewers to get there. This guy's holding a sign that says the end is here. You know, I think there's a sewer back here. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. All right. Oops. Sewer time. This is very clear sewer water. Got a map of the Los Angeles sewer system. At least I think that's what that is. Although it shows the freeway, so it's probably just a map of Los Angeles, actually. That's what it looks like. Let's see, access point D. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. Landmark access points. Okay, so I'm over by Gimbel's Prosthetics, going by the "You Are Here" sign, and then where it says the Ocean House Hotel is, that's A. So, okay, if that's the dead end, alright, so then I need to go behind me, and then make a right, and then a left. Right? Yep. So I'm making a right. And then a left. So I think I was originally looking at it when I came into the sewer system originally. And then I just started wandering around, so I apologize for that. Okay. Here we are. This is a construction site. As Therese said, that she's looking to flip this property and make some money off of it, but there's a ghost that won't leave. And she let us know that, yes, everything that goes bump in the night is real. And if you would like to read more about the lore of this world, you can look up the World of Darkness. And then you can read about all the different creatures that exist in this world. Okay, I can't interact with anything else, that's fine. Where's that creepy sound coming from? Do you hear that? Where did that come from? And then it just went away. Alright, this is one of 2 levels in Vampire the Masquerade that I do not like playing in the dark. And of course, I'm playing this in the dark. Ah, yes. As you can tell from that light bulb that just popped, we're already off to a great start. So this is an abandoned hotel. Why was it abandoned? We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, we got movement. Okay, that light's flickering. Let's go check out that light. Ouch. Something just got flung at me. Oh, another light. A ghost just whispered to me.
He wants to kill you.
That somebody wants to kill me. And that's messed up because I'm really nice. I'm a really nice guy. Ouch. So as you can see, I'm getting a really warm welcome. Ow. Really creepy music. Okay. I think we're ready to venture upstairs. Something wants to fling at me. Oh, yep, there we go. Thank you. Whoa! And now we're down here. Alright, we'll just go down this hallway. Okay. Totally normal. Let's go this way. And here's some sad music playing. Oh jeez. And then that door was like... somebody was knocking on that door. Would be really cool to be able to break a brick wall with my fist, though. Hotel Hell. Child's severed head found in hotel laundry room. Okay, there's one clue. Okay, well now the ghost is being thoughtful. Thank you for opening the door for me. I appreciate that. Okay. Is this where I fell in? Let me just get my orientation. Okay, yeah. That's the hole in the floor. Yeah, okay. So we went down to the right. Oh, do you hear that? Oh boy. Key is labeled boiler room. Okay. Okay, I hear her again. Okay, so this is where I went down. Alright, this must be the boiler room. Okay, I just heard someone laughing. Turn some power on. Looks like this place is about to blow up. Okay. And now there's some piano music. Guess we'll go where this light is. Elevator. Let's see, that's where I came from. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything, especially if there are any clues around. Yeah, I'm fairly certain we're supposed to just get in the elevator, but... Okay, that's locked. Okay. Okay. Alright, we'll just go in the elevator. Since it's lit up so nice for me. Oh, another picture. You can't get me. You can't get me. Not when I'm moving like this. You can't get me. Ouch. Do you hear that? What the hell is that sound? Sounds like something was being stabbed. Where is that? Okay, there's a ghost over here. Oh, that phone's gonna fling at me. And then the ghost just disappeared. Ouch. Another body. Police say second child was chopped up like firewood. Probably what that sound is. Let's check these doors here. Oh. Come on, let me in. Okay, so those are probably the children, the mom, and then the crazy father. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go again. Okay, that time they didn't hit me. Upstairs key. Okay. Well then. Nothing down here. Whoa. Okay. Oh, there she is again. She's down there. I think she was trying to help me. She's been leading me where to go. Yeah, she pointed to this door. Oh. Wait, what was that? I can hear talking. Okay, there's nothing in here. Looks like a fire originated here. Uh-oh. Hopefully... I sold all my melee weapons, so... hopefully I can break this by shooting. There we go. Murder-suicide. Ocean House killer possibly responsible for Inferno. I'm gonna throw something for the change. Yeah, see? How do you like it? Throw your stuff everywhere. Okay. I think that's my way up. Let me just make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, it won't let me out. That's locked, so that is my only way out. I have a feeling stuff is gonna...
Help me.
Okay, I heard the help me. How about help me? I'm about to get pelted by all this cutlery.
He's coming.
That's cool. It's locked. I'm just gonna have to duck for a little bit. I can't even see. Oh, okay, cool. I got it. Couldn't see for a second. Weird camera angle. Come on, break. That was close. Let me just see if I can... No, I can't squeeze in there. Oops. Missed. Okay. That's not a... Oh wow, this sure goes all the way around. Creepy music box. Okay. Someone's laughing. It sounded like it was coming. Whoa. There she was again. Oh. Oh. In here? No. $2.18. Okay. Ghost fire. Interesting. I don't want to test whether or not it can hurt me. Okay. I need to heal. That would be good. Wait, where's my healing stuff? Do I not have any blood packs? That sucks. I'll just, hopefully I don't get hit again. Ouch. Oh, whew. I thought I was like on fire or something. Okay, crazy vision of what this. Got the pendant. So I retrieved her pendant. And that's the lighthouse in the distance. It looks like there's a ship out there on the ocean too. Could that be the Elizabeth Dane? Probably. Oh, come on. I got the pendant. That means I win. No more creepy. Oh boy. Wait, how do I get out? I don't remember. Okay, I think that's it. Something else gonna throw itself at me? I hear something shaking. Oh, it's these stupid pictures on the wall. Well, that does it for the hotel. Oh, let me go down the other one because it's broken right there. I really like that level though. now we can finish up with Therese. Little rat. Come on. Okay. Now, before we go see Therese, I'm wondering if... Oh, okay, so we got a log update titled Spiritual Release. You have discovered a journal in the Ocean House. According to its contents, a jealous husband murdered his wife and family because of a locket. The murderous ghost of the husband means to keep her trapped here forever with him, and she seems to be trying to help you find a way to free her. You retrieve the pendant from the Ocean House to bring to Therese as payment to convince her to call off her feud with Time. Okay, but... He wants me to find Lily. And then also there's still the Carnival of Death thing, so let's try... Let me go to the diner. Let's go to the diner first. Foxy boxes. Let's talk to this guy.
Something I can help you with.
Chilly out there tonight. So how are you doing? Do you like Santa Monica? No, nothing. Let's go with number 2.
I don't see how that's any business of yours.
Number 2. Whatever.
Goodbye, then.
We can't really do anything with him right now.
What'll it be?
The cream's curdled, I can smell it. And I think those are rat droppings there. You ever see any pale kind of strange types in here late at night? You ever see any pale kind of strange types in here late at night? My guess, you don't serve my kind here. Goodbye. Let's go with number 2.
Is that a trick question?
Anyone that maybe tried to drink someone else's blood? You see any girls hanging out here, pale girls? Have you ever heard the term thin blood? You see a couple in here a few months ago, surfer guy, pretty girl. Let's do number 4.
Let me think. Oh yeah, about 4 dozen a week.
Have you ever heard the term thin blood?
Thin blood. Sounds familiar. Is that one of those tropical diseases?
Anyone that maybe tried to drink someone else's blood?
No, I have never seen that.
Try to remember, where did you hear thin blood?
I know I've heard that before.
Maybe kind of strange. Pretty girl said something about it recently.
Oh, that girl. Nice girl. First decent human being I've seen in here for years. Not like all the junkies and crazies I normally see. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, weird. She left a tip, but she didn't order a thing. Yeah, she looked so hungry, too. Just sat there all night with a full glass of water in front of her, talking about this and that. She seemed lonely, a little scared, so I let her stay in the booth until we closed. She left some stuff here. You seem to know her. Why don't you give it back to her if you run into her?
Thanks a lot. I'll be sure to do that. Okay, so I have Lily's belongings now.
No.
Girl's photo. Oh, cool. I can read the diary from the hotel. This is the charred remains of what looks like a diary. 5:30, 1958. Just arrived here at the Ocean House. We have a week-long holiday here in Santa Monica, and Ed has booked us a room for the hotel's grand opening. It's a wonderful place, almost magical. The children have been swimming all afternoon. 5:31, 1958. The first 2 days have been almost perfect, except that Ed can't seem to stop asking about the locket I received from my mother. He seems to think it was sent to me by some other admirer. Ed can be sweet, but sometimes his jealousy can get the better of him. Hopefully he'll feel better tomorrow. 6:01, 1958. Sun is out today, not a cloud in the sky. Ed seems a little on edge. Keeps guessing as to who my new boyfriend is. Silly Ed. 6:03, 1958. There was a picnic for the hotel guests this morning. Quite a grand affair. Ed is in a dark mood. I don't know what I can do to reassure him that he is my one and only love. The only time he seemed to brighten up was when he was speaking to the groundskeeper. Boys and their tools. 6:04, 1958. We only have 2 days left, and thank God we're finally going home. Ed won't speak to me or the children, and I found him more than once in the bathroom holding the locket and staring at it. I'm afraid he's suffered some sort of breakdown. I've told him we can go home, but he just shakes his head. He won't look at me. I just want to go home. 6:05, 1958. Ed left early this morning, and I haven't seen him since. If I haven't seen him in another hour, I'm going to call the hotel manager. Against my better wishes, Ed Jr. went to look for him downstairs in the basement. I'm going to send Tiffany down to fetch him wait, someone is knocking at the door. Oh my God, Ed is covered in blood, coming to kill me. Locked myself in the bathroom. He's gone crazy. He keeps shouting, we'll be together forever, and he'll never let me go. Someone please help. The writing trails off at the end of the page. Wow. So he was just super jealous, obsessed over it, and just snapped. Okay, so I have her belongings. A purse left behind in the diner. Maybe I should go give it to E. It's this way. Yeah, there we go. All right. I was just walking by when I found that. I think E probably would have told me to go check her car or something, because it's pretty weird that I was just able to walk by and just open that trunk. So there was, I imagine, something in the game to tell me to do that, and I just happened to do it ahead of time. Anyway, this seems to be a woman's diary. 4:30:03. I met a guy today at the asylum. He's so beautiful, oh my God. His name is Rolf, and he is from Germany. European men are just so classy compared to boring California boys. He asked to see me tomorrow night. I wonder if he's rich. He looks rich. I'm going to go shopping tomorrow and pick up something that won't make me look like a big fat pig. Can't wait to see him. 5:21:03. I think it's getting serious with Rolf. He told me he wanted to give me something very special next week. If it's what I think it is, it's about damn time. I thought Europeans were supposed to be less uptight about this sort of thing. 6:06:03. I woke up at 9 p.m. today. That would be strange in itself, except I don't remember going to sleep last night. In fact, I don't remember anything since last Saturday night when Rolf was over. 6:10:03. I woke up late again. I haven't eaten anything in 4 days. I don't know what's wrong with me. 6:11:03. Rolf came over last night. He said the reason I hadn't been eating anything was because I needed blood. He said it was all I could eat now. I wouldn't feel hungry anymore if I drank some. He had a bag of it from the local blood bank. I tried to refuse, but I couldn't. What's happening to me? 7:26:03. Rolf said he's going to have to leave soon. He said people are trying to force him out of the country. He didn't say anything about taking me with him. 8:22:03. I had to bail Rolf out of jail today. He was arrested because his visa expired. He looked frightened. I'm afraid he's going to leave. Wow, so this went on for a while. Back in April. And then right when he got arrested, it's August. All right, no, this one's from 12:07:03, December. I haven't seen or heard from Rolf since the night I bailed him out. I don't know what to do. I thought he cared about me. Why did he do this to me? And then 4 months later, there's another one, 4:15:04. I talked with this guy I met in the Surfside until 5 this morning. When I told him I had to go, I felt like Cinderella. He seemed like a prince. 4:16:04. I met that guy from Surfside again. He has no idea what I am. 4:24:04. I brought E, the guy from the Surfside, back to my apartment last night. He said he's going back to Australia in a few days. Now that the tournament's coming to an end, I don't want him to leave. I never felt this way about someone before, not even Rolf. 4:25:04. E kissed me last night, and I couldn't stop myself from biting into his neck, but I drank too much in. I gave him my blood to save him. When I explained it all to him, he said he never wanted to see me again. What have I done? 5:08:04. I haven't been able to feed since that night with E. I'm afraid of what will happen. I remember Rolf brought blood from the blood bank. Maybe if I can sneak in, I can grab a few bags and get out before anyone catches me. Okay, so she's in the blood bank. So let's tie this up before we give the pendant to Therese. And then I don't remember how to further the quest with the killer. But we'll just have to see. Okay, Lily. Blood bank downstairs. Okay. So we just go downstairs. 13 stimulants in every bottle. 13. Yellow snow. Sex. Triple team. What the hell does that say? Nice. Liquid demon seed. They got Babalu, seed, XT sec, Rondo, tank stink. Okay. Employee of the month, Vandal.
You next up for the needle? Your donation could save a life, you know. Oh, but isn't it a little late for altruism? I don't think you're here to give blood at all. I don't buy it, Jack. I bet you're here to take blood. Am I right?
You offering?
Right down to business. None of this pretend I don't drink blood shit. Very refreshing to find a decisive customer. I respect that. So, what'll it be?
I require a finer vintage than the swill most others drink.
I can accommodate a refined palate.
Let's see what you got. Whoa, the blue blood pack. That's the good stuff, and I can't afford it. One of these is gonna set me back. You know what? I'm just gonna roll the
Need
dice
a fix?
and not get any. I'm gonna get in the back room.
Employees only. Them's the rules of the queen bitch herself.
Open the door, queen bitch. It's okay. The queen bitch gave me her okay. Go ahead, call her.
She did, huh? Queen bitch told me never to let anyone back there. I remember her repeating it over and over in that cold, pretentious voice of hers.
So are you going to let me in or what? Go ahead, call her. You don't want to disappoint her, do you?
Now serving number 75. Number 75.
You're lucky I left my shotgun at home. Maybe if I... Target obstructed, so I can't use trance. Maybe blood buff.
Need a fix?
Need to get in the back room.
Employees only. Them's the rules of the queen bitch herself.
Queen bitch.
Now serving number...
Man.
Need a fix?
What's this? Bail bond. Oh, okay, so I can probably use... Okay, I'm just gonna lockpick my way back there. Freezers. So he's hacking. Temperature. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Passcode. 1969. Okay. Laundry. Ooh. Cool. Let's see where this goes. Morgue. I can't use... Come on, open. Open. Open it. Do it. Oh, come on. Nothing. Okay. I was hoping there'd be something there, but... Cadavers. Let's see if we can hack it. Bobo G. Wounds suggest subject was beaten to death with a baseball bat. Jane Doe. Subject apparently died of intermediate causes. Note, subject's body contained only 1 pint of blood. Foul play suspected. That was in locker 2B. Falls D. Severely beaten to death. Something about the way this one looked made me want to lock it in the freezer. Harry D. Subject apparently choked to death on ham and/or cheese. Could that be a Spinal Tap reference? He choked on the ham sandwich. That was a terrible accent, I know. Forgive me. Did I go in here? But yeah, that was for the morgue. Okay. Wait, where does this go? Wait, this is the way out, isn't it? Where this is a different section of the hospital? Yeah, it looks like it's a different section. Malcolm's office key gained. Oh, we got cameras. And this one. Email. Makers. Okay, so... I think this is all stuff I read. Yeah, this is all stuff I read in the last episode when we were looking for pills for Mercurio. Room 4. Pills. I will always take pills. Dr. Malcolm. Wait, that's... Why did I need his key? I already read all that stuff. And there's nothing of interest in here, so... Wait, was I here last time? I don't remember that thing. Maybe I was in here last time. Oh yeah, I was. Okay. I totally got turned around. Okay, let me go back to the blood bank. I was tripping. Oh.
Who are you? What are you doing back here?
You're getting sleepy.
I feel asleep.
Yo, phlebotomist. Passcode is 1969. Don't forget this time.
It's 1969. That's all I know.
Freezers. Okay, this is where I was. And then that's when I went on that tangent. That's locked. Okay, that must be the freezers. Yeah, because that's the exit. So freezers are this way. Anything in here, though? I don't see anything. Just checking for goodies. I like goodies. Come on, let me in. Okay. There's like nothing there. Okay, so nothing. Well then where is this magical freezer? Must be that door. that my lockpicking isn't high enough. Let's fix that. Security. Guy's a jerk. Oh, I can try to lockpick this. Cool. Difficulty of 9.
It's a mesmerizing liquid, isn't it? The color, the bouquet, the form. When I was a kid, I used to wait for the snap of the rat trap. It would trickle out of the animal's face and ooze just far enough to coagulate around the cheese. A poetic death.
Yeah, just sell me some blood, man. Alright. I can't believe I bought that for 100, but... here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save game. Sure, medical clinic, that works. Because I don't want to use this if it's not gonna help me get anywhere. Wow, that's all that did? That little tiny itty bitty piece of blood. Okay. Wow. Maybe I can feed on that one guy. Where'd he go? Yeah, he's in here. What's up? Dang, my character is so picky. This is what's really difficult about Ventrue. Like I was saying, it's you really have to be careful over what you eat. Like you just gotta make sure you have enough blood packs if you're in a pinch, because otherwise your options are super limited. Okay, save the game. Let's try lockpicking. Okay, we can't lockpick that. Can't lockpick that. If I can hurry. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out. No. Okay. Let me load the game. So basically, I'm making it so that I don't lose what little blood I have on an attempt if it's just gonna fail. Because that would suck. Okay. Where do I... come on. Where's Vandal? Well, you know what? Let me go in here and double check something. Okay, that was the morgue. Maybe I can blood buff that. And cool, nothing in there. Sweet. So... okay, I don't think there's anything else.
Dr. Busman, the operator. Dr. Busman, the operator.
Administration.
Mr. Booth, Bell, the operator. Dr. Booth,
3.
Bell, the operator.
Oh, you know what? He might.
Told you, I will get to you when I can. Please take a seat.
You
Get
Malcolm?
out of here. Can't you see I'm with a patient?
So basically, no, I'm asking about the affair. I guess you don't care if your wife finds out then.
Are you trying to blackmail me? You don't know who my wife is. She wouldn't believe you. Now get out.
Then I'll forward that email from Paige to Trina at SOL.
Wait now. What do you want?
$75.
Deal. But I'm in the middle of something. I'll have to drop it off later. Now never speak to me about that again.
Put it in the mailbox for 508 in the apartments over the pawn shop, Doctor.
If I could only rest for a second.
Okay. I really want to get into these doors. Well, okay. I'll just have to come back. That sucks. Oh, here he is. Wow. So, don't do that. Don't do that like I did, because... Okay, yeah, this is where I've been before. Because I just totally frenzied right there. If there was somebody standing there, I would have gone nuts.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
That depends
For
how
you,
much.
honey? 50 American dollars. Best money you'll ever spend. I promise. That's too bad. Come back when you've got the money. You won't regret it.
I was just seeing if I could... But I can't. I probably wouldn't have gotten anything substantial off of her anyway. Okay. You know what, let me try Kilpatrick's crime computer, because I have a bond for Rolf. So maybe that will lead us somewhere in terms of
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable.
moving the story along.
If you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to
Rolf.
The Dead of Night. The only girl
To-
who'll spend the night first thing in the morning, guaranteed. Well, looks like the boards are lighting up. Aren't I the popular one? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who will be the lucky caller? You've got the first shot at Deb tonight. So, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Hi, Deb. This is, Vigo.
Vigo? So, Vigo, why are you up so late?
I'm working the late shift.
Hello there. How you been?
How many boats do you
Hi.
Welcome to Kilpatrick 24-hour bail bonds. My name's Arthur Kilpatrick. How can I help
I
you?
used to do a little yachting myself.
You run this place, I assume? You can stop kissing my ass, fat boy.
Know the brand.
Nothing now, thanks.
Bought them in Italy.
Number one.
Yep, sure do. I'm a third-generation bondsman. Got a few employees, but I handle most every aspect of the business.
I don't see any employees, Arthur. How is business these days? You looking for any help?
Well, I can't seem to find my damn bounty hunter Carson. It's pissed me off, to be honest. I need him to go find someone. Since I'm stuck here, why don't you go look for him? I'll pay you for your time.
Of course. Where should I look for him?
Great, great. I suppose the first place you should look is his apartment in Santa Monica Suites. Apartment 1, I think it is. Maybe you'll find something there to let you know where he's got himself to. Here's a key card. That'll let you in.
Before I go, could you answer a question?
Sure, pal. What is it?
Have you heard about the murders in town?
Yeah, they're saying there was a murder down by the pier, just like the one the other day down in Long Beach. Just vicious. Tore 'em up. They're saying it's a serial killer.
What are the cops doing about it?
Well, typically when things like this happen, the cops ratchet up the patrols and start hauling in more suspicious types. Could be good for me.
If you say so.
Sure, pal. What is it?
Actually, I'm out. Okay.
Don't you see what's happening? I can't believe I'm the only one that's figured it out. Am I the only person alive that can see what's going on? It's because the Andromedans and the Betas are going to be fighting their war in this galaxy through us, Deb, and the American people...
What is this bond? Toten. Ralph Toten. Okay.
You people cannot let this happen. It's move versus Atlas all over again.
Toten, right there.
Gomez, and that concludes the news portion of the show. Well, this girl's got
Rolf.
to pay her
I
bills,
said
so
Ralph.
it's time for a few commercials.
Bond written August
Don't go anywhere.
22nd, 2003. Immigration case 663321. Bond amount 15,000. Type of bond collateral. Car red. That was Rolf's car. Lightning Bird 77. CA plate.
Oh my gosh!
Goy Coney.
Now,
Notes.
try this.
Go back to Go back to Germania, pal. We don't take the euro in these parts.
Seriously, drop these up your
Interesting.
Try this one.
Hey!
Kilpatrick is a fine gentleman. Clearly very tolerant of other people. Clearly. Alright, I'm gonna have to try and feed on somebody.
Need some company?
Maybe this guy taking a whiz. I'm gonna, well... I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe I could make it last. Oh, is she alone? Sweet. Okay, that barely gave me anything. Where am I going? Okay. I promise, we're gonna turn in the pendant to Therese. But let me check out apartment 1. Cause I'm hoping there's some blood or something I can use in here. Oh, money's good. Money's always good. Okay. Before we listen to that, let me check this out. Let's hack this. McGee is hiding in the tattoo parlor in Santa Monica. Key. Don't forget the key to the tattoo parlor. It's on top of the TV. Alright, well that sounds like a lead.
Check. Is this thing recording? God, I hate these things. Anyway, the McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
What, that failed? Man, that sucks.
And apparently unfazed by his high-speed accident. Rivers' agent released a statement stating that Rivers' crash was due to a mechanical problem and that the studio is not pursuing legal action against Rivers for the trademark cake's destruction. Miraculously,
Where am I going? Totally forgot what I was doing. Alright, I need to give the pennant to Therese. And I was hoping that she would stay there and then the cop would walk by and that I could feed on her, but whatever. Alright, here we go again. Get ready for the overly loud club music.
Hey, buddy, go your own way.
You go your own way.
Not even a knock? I could have been undressing. And who knows what I would have had to do to you. You're here to see Her Royal Majesty Queen Victoria, aren't you?
Actually, I was hoping I'd run into you. Yeah, I need to see Therese. I brought this for Therese. I'm sure as hell not here to see you. I brought this for Therese.
Ooh. Can I see it?
I'd rather give it to Therese.
I'm not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sisters made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
No, please calm down. I wouldn't give you the time of day. Crazy. Not at all. Here, take it.
She's always belittling me. She's the smart one. She's the favorite. She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
Whoa, it's alright. Here's the thing from the hotel. You've made your point, drama queen. Take it. Would you stop? You're driving me nuts now. I understand, but I still can't give it to you. I don't remember what the consequences are if I just give it to Therese instead of her. I know what will happen if I give it to her. You know what? I don't remember what number 4 is, so let's just do number 4.
Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you?
Here, please take it. If I give you this, will you stop your insanity? Take it. I'm sorry to hear that, Jeanette, but I really need to give it to Therese. Shut up already. I'm only giving it to Therese, and that's final. I'll go with number 4.
Fine. You hold on to it. since you're so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me?
That depends on what it is. Cut the act and just tell me what the hell it is. No, forget it. I'm sick of running errands for you bitches. I'm out of here. Would that put a smile on that face? Oh, number one.
Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
I need to talk to Tongue. This isn't helping. What do I do? I'm pretty sure this is going to screw over Therese. Either way, she's probably going to get screwed, so... let's just do... I mean, it's XP.
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
Alright, I'll go slash the paintings. Fine, I'll be back when it's finished. And this time the feud will be called off. I'm not going to steal charity money. I'll just do number one.
I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it. Hurry up. I can only amuse myself for so long.
Be back soon. Goodbye. I'd never intentionally keep you waiting, Jeanette. Goodbye. If I don't get to see Tongue when I get back, I'm taking it out on both of you. Number one.
And there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, Duckling.
I will. Now this is open. It was locked before. Alright. Let's get out of here. Come on. Come on, let me out. Oh, there we go. I got turned around for a second. All right, well, I believe that does it for this episode of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe. Let's see. When we pick up next time, we're going to follow up and try and figure out what happened with Carson. We'll visit the Noir Gallery and slash up some paintings, even though I'm pretty sure Therese is going to be pissed about that, though I forget why. I still have to find Lily, although I have her belongings. I'll probably need to talk to E, but all of that will be in the next episode, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.